Kenta Maeda allowed 2 runs in 5 innings in his final spring start Sunday. John Suhu, Los Angeles Dodgers B. Rowan Kavanagh. Kenta Maeda's triumphant return back to the Dodgers starting rotation continued in his final start of the spring Sunday. After allowing 2 runs in 5 innings Sunday in a 4-2 Dodger win to start the Freeway Series in Anaheim, Maeda wrapped up the spring with an 0.81 whip and 16 strikeouts with just 2 walks in 17 and a third innings. "That's a good lineup over there," said manager Dave Roberts. "It really is. For him to have his way with those guys and be efficient, get some swing and miss, I know it just continues to build his confidence." The Dodgers wanted Maeda to treat his starts this year with the same tenacity he demonstrated in his relief appearances last postseason, when he allowed just 1 run in 10 and a third playoff relief innings. Roberts is seeing the results he wants this spring. The Angels' lone 2 runs Sunday came on solo homers off Maeda, who started the night by retiring Ian Kinsler, Mike Trout and Justin Upton in order. Roberts said Maeda's learning and trusting that throwing as hard as he can for as long as he can is the way to go. "There's really no pace in his game or hold back," Roberts said. He's kind of letting it rip at the beginning. Maeda helped himself out with his defense, starting a double play and defending his position well, covering first base on another play. He also got this gem from Kike Hernandez at second base. After a couple Dodger RBI groundouts tied the game up, the Dodgers went ahead Sunday on homers from Chris Taylor, who went 3 for 4, and Yasiel Puig, who homered for the 3rd straight game. For the Dodger veterans, this Freeway Series is mostly just the final tune-up for the real thing next week. For the minor leaguers who get to be part of this series, it's much more than that. The Dodgers brought a handful of minor league players up for the series, which includes Sunday's game in Anaheim and Monday and Tuesday games at Dodger Stadium. For many of them, it's the first time playing in a major league ballpark. It's kind of like your childhood dream, so it's cool being able to be here and be in the same clubhouse as a lot of the guys you watch on TV, said Gavin Lux. "You get to be around a little bit in spring training, but this is pretty sweet." Lux, the Dodgers' 2016 first-round pick, and Jaron Kendall, the Dodgers' 2017 first-rounder, were among the minor leaguers participating in the game. Both players walked in the lone plate appearance. Errol Robinson and Jake Peter also saw action Sunday. Roberts said he wanted to give the young players an opportunity and reward, maybe diffuse some of the unfamiliarity and check a box for these guys, Roberts said. "For me, it's great to see it through their eyes and very excited for them." Lux said he used the time to try to learn and study the preparation of all the big leaguers around him. He particularly Stu Chase Utley, one of his childhood idols, even texting his uncle to explain to him how impressed he was seeing how meticulous the veteran infielder is with his pre-game work. The major leaguers' batting cage routines and the amount of video they watch on opposing pitchers stood out to Lux. "It's a learning experience, for sure, just looking around, seeing how guys are preparing for tonight's game, seeing how they go about their business on game days and comparing it to what I do," Lux said. Roberts indicated that the Dodgers may wait as long as they can to make their final roster cuts, with none expected in the next 24 hours or so. "I think we're going to run this play out," Roberts said. The final decisions, Roberts intimated, may have less to do with performance in this Freeway Series and more to do with conversations about what makes the most sense with the composition of the roster and the outfield. "We know what we have with our players, so now as an organization we've got to figure out what's best that makes sense for the Dodgers when we break camp," Roberts said. "That's something that internally we've been discussing, so we've got to come to some finalization."